Hi guys, you're welcome back. Thanks for clicking.
When it comes to some countries in the Middle East, it is unquestionable that there seems to be this mentality that women are second-class citizens. Case in point, there was a Lebanese female anchor who was actually talking to a sheikh about a very serious topic. Now, interestingly enough, the sheikh kind of went off on a tangent and wasn't answering the question. When you're on television, you have limited time. You can't go on this long tangent. You got to really focus on the topic. So the female reporter or anchor was trying to kind of get him back on track, and he didn't take too kindly to a woman telling him what to do. Take a look.
أتمنى إنه ما تنفعل، نحن بنحترم حضرتك إنه بدك تعطي إجابة وافية، بس للأسف وقتنا قصير.
أنا اتفقت مع الأستاذ إبراهيم حربي.
طيب تفضل.
اتفقت مع الأستاذ إبراهيم حربي ألا تقاطعي.
تفضل أعطونا شباب وقت. تفضل.
تبيني لنفسك إنك
مميزة.
تفضل
بدون ما توصفني، تفضل.
أنا أخدم الفكرة التي أريدها.
أنا هون سيد الاستوديو وسيد الكلام، لو سمحت أنا عم بقول لك قصة الوقت لأخدم لك إجابتك، إذا ما نتوسع كثير بالإجابة ما راح يكون في عنا وقت لبقية الأسئلة، إذا بنرجع بحقبات تاريخية بعيدة ما راح يكون عنا وقت لنخدم الموضوع. الشغلة واقفة عليك، تيكون عنا وقت.
يعني إحنا في
لحظة تيكون عنا وقت لنجاوب على كل الأسئلة، بس مين بيقرر الموضوع؟ أنا بقرره. أنا هون بقرره.
قرري ولا تقرري، هذا لاختيارك، أنا هنا أفعل ما أشاء أنا أيضا.
طب تفضل سمعني اجابتك، تفضل سمعني اجابتك، خلينا نرجع للموضوع، ما نضيع وقت بجدال بلا طعم.
خلاص، طب اسكتي حتى استطيع ان اتكلم. اولا هذه انا بتكلم لكي يفهم
اول شيء كيف شيخ محترم مثلك بيقول اسكتي لمذيعه؟ معلش كيف بتقول اسكتي يعني؟
انا محترم.
خلص ما عاد بدي كفي هذا الموضوع، فينا نوقف الموضوع.
انا لا يشرفني ان احضر.
فينا نوقف الموضوع لو سمحتوا شباب؟
لا انت
لحظة يعني أو بده يكون في احترام متبادل أو بلي الموضوع كله.
All right, so she shut that interview down after he said that it was beneath him to be interviewed by a woman like her who, we don't know what else he was going to say because she shut the interview down. But I love seeing a person being able to, I guess, fight against that type of mentality because you don't see it too often in the Middle East, right? Oftentimes you see a religious leader or a man have complete control or complete power over a situation like that. And in this case, the female host obviously had the power and the control. And it's nice because if they were on equal footing, I would say, you know, that was kind of unfair for her to shut it down. But in this case, he obviously thinks he's better than her. And that is a mentality that I think is extremely dangerous. Haas, what do you think? Make your point.
I mean, you might not like this point, but I feel like a group is like a group of people are marginalized when they do something that, like, if a man did, like something normal, like something within her rights, and something that's completely like any other anchor would have done in that same situation, it becomes like a viral story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If a man,
thank God you're not angry at me.
No, I think that's true. I think if a man had shut that interview down because he was being disrespectful, it wouldn't be in the news. But women in that society are marginalized. And so as a result, when she has power of that situation, everyone's like, damn, you know, she's standing up for herself. Melia, what do you think?
I think she was gangster about hers. I would love to see them in a rap battle.
Oh, damn. That would be hilarious. Right? That should be an SNL skit.
Right? But I do think that she could have kept him on and flipped it and let him dig himself deeper. Like, you know, when you watch The Daily Show, if they cut off ignorant people, we would miss a lot of gems, you know?
That's true.
And so as a journalist, people have to interview like Jeffrey Dahmer, and they're against cannibalism. And if black people didn't interview people who said disparaging things about blacks, there'd be no interviews. Like, you know, journalists don't necessarily want to interview scrupulous people. We don't want to see they don't want to see the people who help dogs or babies or whatever. You know, they want something that's newsworthy, and obviously it was newsworthy.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Oh, guys, wow. That was so intense, guys. I never saw that coming from a female host. No matter how, you know, your interviewer sound or who you bring on board to talk about, you should just give them the time to flow. I feel like the host should have allowed the man to talk, the sheikh to talk and give his mind. Then you can't. I'm sure she cut him short. This is not entirely the whole video. They just gave us a short clip of how the misunderstanding started. So as a host, you just have to calm down. You have to be professional, even though there are some points that doesn't sit well, but it's not in your place to attack the person. You are actually, a host for a crying out said. You are not a host for yourself. You are doing it for the viewers, right? So you will talk, then ask question. As if she has done it in a question form that, oh, this is it. Oh, why is it that you are? And she'd have said it in a very calm manner. Maybe the sheikh would have, thought about it and give more opinion to what he was saying. Definitely, everybody wants to defend what they believe in. He's a Muslim. He loves his religion, Islam, and definitely he wants to say so many things about his religion positively. Nobody will want to batsmart what they love. When you love something, you will want to say nice things about what you love, and that's in the case of Sheikh. So even though you asked him a question and he didn't answer the question, there's a way you would have rephrased the question back to the man, or there's a way you cannot just embarrass him, because you embarrassed him and even embarrass yourself on live on TV. I don't know if it was live TV. That was totally unacceptable and also totally wrong. I don't know if what the question was all about, but respect is reciprocal. You should have respected the man, allowed him to express himself well. After expressing himself, then you cannot, ask the question over again, or you said nicely that, oh, you didn't answer the question. Please, can you come again? Or please, there's a way you do things. Now you're not insulting the man. The man now insulted you back. You're not saying that, why will he tell you to shut up? You were the one that actually confronted him first. You cannot expect him to be quiet when you confronted him. It's totally wrong. Seriously, I am disappointed by the female hosts. I'm not trying to support anybody. Meanwhile, I'm not even a Muslim. I'm a non-Muslim. I'm a Christian, but I will not try to support what is wrong. No, what she did was very, very wrong. That was not professional. If somebody do something wrong, there's a way to go about it. You have to be professional. No, professional in your field. You cannot just, because that was I think conference call, and the person is answering your question. You should be able to know how to control your anger. Everybody has anger in them, but there's a way you control it. You cannot just expect that you insult somebody or you talk, mannerlessly to someone, and you expect the person to respect you all through the show. No, the man was calm. He kept his cool in the beginning, but when the lady kept on going, shouting at him, making him sound as if he doesn't know what he's doing, and nobody will want to hear that kind of thing, making him look as if he's dumb or something, which is wrong. And that's the reason why I said shut up. He didn't say it because he wanted to, because he was under pressure. You confronted him too much. That was really too much. In my own opinion, I would say yes, the check might not have answered the question correctly, because there are sometimes that Muslim scholars do not go straight to their point. For example, sorry to say this, Zakinai sometimes always, sometimes it does not answer the question correctly when he's talking about Islam and Christianity. So I'm sure that's what happened in this case. Maybe the man did not really say, or he deviated from the old topic or the old, conversation. But there's a way to have handled it. You cannot be rude to people on the show. You can't be rude to people. Let them express themselves. And when he's not expressing himself, then you will talk, then you ask. I was really, really disappointed. This is not something good at all. Like, I'm really disappointed in this, no, Muslim host. I don't know if she's a Muslim, because she wore a scarf in form of a Muslim. I don't know if she's a Muslim, because if she's actually a Muslim, then I'm disappointed that she could do this to this man. That's totally wrong. Well, let me know your point of view, guys. Let's keep discussion going and comment box. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.